Hey out there and welcome. I'm Kate. This is going to be a quick flow for your legs for those days when they're feeling tired, sore. You just need a little rejuvenation for whatever crazy stuff you've been doing to them. And this is the practice for you. So grab a couple of blocks, grab a strap and a blanket if you want it. Find a quiet spot, roll out your mat, and let's stretch those legs. So we're gonna get started here in Vajrasana in this thunderbolt pose. I'm okay just sitting on my heels with my feet underneath me. If that is really rough, and it may be, you can grab a block, right? Put it between your heels and you can sit on the block. You can also grab the blanket or a pillow and place it between your knees. You can kind of sit on it and scooch the blanket all the way up between your calves and give you some space for your knees. You can make this a really cushy place to be. It's totally fine. We're gonna move while we're here, so they may get in the way, but whatever, you can deal with it, right? We're all adults here. So let's get started. You're gonna let your hands rest on your lap and just take a couple of moments. We're not gonna take too much time, but just get yourself here. We all know how hard it is to find a time. Sometimes it's even hard to find a location within your house that's not crazy or that doesn't distract you completely. So take a minute, close your eyes, and let all of that start to fall away as you shift your awareness to the sound and sensations of your breath. And maybe just some really big breaths in, and you can sigh it out. Whatever works to help you kind of unload some of that stuff and let everything else fade away. All right, and you're gonna open your eyes and just bring your arms into cactus here and start to take your hands back just a touch so you feel the tips of your shoulder blades working in. Inhale, broaden through your collarbones, lift into your chest. And when you exhale, just gonna round your upper back. Maybe press your elbows, your pinkies toward each other. Inhale, open it up, squeeze. Exhale and round. One more, inhale, open up. And exhale, curl in. And on your inhale, you're just gonna come back to your neutral spine here. All right, so you're gonna lean over to the left and grab a hold of your right knee, and you're just gonna peel your knee off the mat. And if you've got stuff here, you may wanna move it or just kind of whatever, right? As you lean to this left side, you can press into the part of your foot that's still on the floor. That's nice, I know. And then you can drop that, lean over to the right side, grab that left knee, and just peel it away. If you run, this is a really great thing to do to help your feet. I know, I'm sorry. And then you can drop that shin, and you're gonna get rid of the block or whatever you have underneath you. And I'll spin around so you can see what's up. You're gonna tuck your toes under. And maybe this is where you stay because your feet are tight and you don't wanna go any farther. But if it feels okay, you're gonna start to walk your hands back. And you can, move slowly. And maybe you can come all the way up. Sometimes those pinky toes don't want to get involved, so you have to kind of curl them under manually. It's a manual curling action. And relax your shoulders and take a couple of breaths here. Yeah. One more. Okay, then you're gonna come forward in the table, and you can untuck those toes and tap out the tops of your feet. Ah, that's the best part right there. And then take your right foot, stretch it back, ball of your foot to the mat, push a little bit through your heel, move into your calf. Yep, and then switch. Left side, press it back. Then you're gonna keep that left foot back and just lift your hips, step your right foot back to meet it, coming into down dog, adjusting as you need, and then shift a little bit side to side through your hips, and then side to side, bending one knee, then the opposite. Just working into whatever feels good here. Yeah. All right, then you're gonna drop your right heel just a little bit over to the left. Press to the outer edge of your right foot. Bend that left knee even more and sink your left hip. So your outer right hip rises up and back. Oh. And then just switch. Drop that left heel a little bit to the right. Outer edge of the foot stays glued. Bend your right knee, then let your right hip sink down. And pull that left hip up and back. All right, and then come back to your dog. Take a breath here. And then let it go. Yeah. Inhale, float your right leg up. Stretch it back. Just an easy down dog split. And then gaze forward, and you're going to sweep your right foot up into pigeon. And shimmy that left leg back. Give yourself some room at the top of the mat because we're going to get a little funky up there. But just for a moment here, roll your shoulders back. Inhale. And when you exhale, lengthen out and come on over. And you can rest on a block on your forearms. You can grab a block for your forehead. Let that right shin root a little bit down into the mat as you drag the left thigh bone forward ever so slightly. You'll be glad you did. Take another breath. All right, you're gonna slide your hands underneath, drop your right butt to the floor, and then step your left foot in front of your right shin. We're gonna shift forward and step the right leg back. Big old long lunge. Inhale, sink your hips, stretch your chest forward as you push back through your right foot. So it's super active here. And when you exhale, just drop your right knee to the mat. Anjali. Sweep your arms up. Sink your hips. Let your shoulders relax. Then you're gonna take your left hand onto the top of your left thigh and push the floor away a little bit with the left foot. So your right hip comes back a hair and you're almost stacked, shoulder, hip to knee. Keep that. I know it's a little funky in the front, but as long as you can kind of push forward and down, we're cool here. You're gonna lengthen up and then lean slightly to the left. So really scooping that tailbone and trying to find the stretch through the hip flexors of this right side. Inhale it. Whew, and exhale. Hands to the mat. Ardha Hanumanasana. Gonna slide your hips back and work to straighten your left leg. And always, 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 you can use blocks, right? All these props are our friends. Use them when you want them. Right? And then from here, you're gonna rock forward. You can take your blocks with you if you've got them. We're gonna come into standing split at the top of the mat, push the floor away, lift, and then just gently kick back through that right leg. Inhale, lengthen out. Exhale, step your right foot next to your left and fold. Uttanasana. Using the blocks if you want them. Come behind your fingertips, lengthen your spine. Inhale. Exhale. And fold. Press the floor away. Urdhva Hastasana. Inhale. And when you exhale, go right back over your legs. Uttanasana. Inhale. Lengthen out. Exhale and fold. Downward facing dog. Oh yeah. Float your left leg up. Deep breath in. And then slide your shin forward for pigeon on this side. Giving yourself some room at the top of the mat. Pop up onto your fingertips. Inhale here. Oh, and when you exhale, lengthen yourself out and over. And again, you can rest your forearms on blocks. Try to soften through your shoulders and then root some energy down through that left shin as you draw your right thigh bone forward. Create some action in there. All right, slide your hands underneath. Oh, you're gonna come on up. Drop over to that left side and step your right foot forward in front of that left shin. Shift forward and a big giant step with that left leg. Sink your hips, keep your left thigh engaged as you inhale. And then exhale, drop that left knee. Anjaneyasana. Inhale, take it up. Let your hips sink down for a moment here. Let your shoulders relax. And then you're gonna take your right hand to your thigh, press the floor forward and away so we stack back a little bit. Lengthen up, scoop that tailbone, low belly lifts, and take a little lean over to the left. I'm trying to find that left side psoas. making a little space. And then from here, you're gonna release your hands. Shift it back, Ardha Hanuman, using the blocks, if that's what feels good. Draw your sitting bones back behind you as you reach your chest forward, and then bend into your right knee. You're gonna shift forward, standing split to the top of the mat. Press the floor away, inhale. Exhale, step that left foot up. Uttanasana, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale and release. Press the floor away, Urdhva Hastasana, inhale. Right back over those legs as you exhale, fold. Halfway lift. And fold again. So you're gonna shift your weight into your right foot. Sweep your left leg back, standing split again. Press into the floor. Inhale, lengthen your spine, take your gaze forward. As you exhale, bend that right knee. Step the left foot to the back of the mat. Crescent lunge, come on up. Inhale. Full breath here as you scoop that tailbone. Exhale, open, find your warrior two. Inhale, straighten your front leg. Exhale, Trikonasana, coming out and over. And if a block seems like a good plan for you here, you can always find a block. It feels really good. Keep your legs hugging in gently, even as you push the floor away. Inhale. And when you exhale, you're gonna windmill down to either side of that front foot and spin onto the ball of your left foot. Scissor your inner thighs in a super long Parsvottanasana, but drive forward and down through this right heel, even as you pull back. Then from here, you're gonna come onto that right heel. Ooh. Left hand can stay where it is or on a block. Lengthen your spine, and we're gonna twist open to the right. Inhale. Exhale, release, drop your foot. Bend your knee, and then drop the left knee to the mat. Left hand's gonna stay down. Bend your left leg as you reach your right hand around. Give yourself a little quad stretch here. Roll your shoulder back. Inhale. Exhale, release, plant your hands, down dog split, sweep your right leg up, and then take it back behind you. And then square it off, gaze forward, step your right foot forward, standing split to the top of the mat, inhale. Exhale and fold. Halfway lift, keep those legs nice and strong, quads active. Exhale and fold. Press the floor away. Come all the way up, Urdhva Hastasana, inhale. Exhale, hands down through prayer. Let's do it again. Inhale, come out and up. Exhale and fold. Halfway lift. And then let it go. Shift onto your left foot. Sweep your right leg back, standing split. Inhale. Exhale, step that foot to the back of the mat. Crescent lunge. Come on up. Nice big breath here. And then open, find your warrior two. Sink through your hips. Fire up those legs, still nice and strong, even if they feel tired or sore. Straighten your left leg, inhale. Exhale, Trikonasana. Come out and over using that block if you want it. Nice length through the sides of your body, this left one especially. Try not to curl in, but make some space. Inhale. Then exhale, windmill it down. Pivot onto the ball of your back foot. Got a nice little scissor action through your inner thighs. And then peel that heel up. Here it goes, the best part of class. Take your right hand, keep it where it is, lengthen your spine, and then sweep this left arm up. You can even take your left thumb into your hip crease and just encourage that movement back if you want. Inhale. And when you exhale, hands to the floor, drop that foot, bend your left knee, and then take your right knee down. And you're gonna just boom. Too much coffee. Shift your weight into your right hand, swing your left hand back. Grab hold of that right foot. You've got a strap. So if your foot feels majorly far away, you can use a block under your hand and lasso that foot with your left hand. Inhale. And when you exhale, you're gonna release. Plant those hands, sweep the left leg up and back, and then stack your hip for a moment. Bend that knee. And then square it off, gaze forward. Left foot steps up, and then shift to your left foot, standing split. Press the floor away, inhale. Exhale, drop your right foot next to your left, and fold. Halfway lift. Uttanasana. Press the floor away. Come all the way up. Inhale, reach it out, stretch up. Hands down through prayer. Okay, one more little bit. And we should be fully rejuvenated. Inhale, reach your arms out, stretch up. Exhale and fold, Uttanasana. Halfway lift, lengthen, and just make your way back. Downward facing dog. You're gonna take your right leg, sweep it back behind you, down dog split, and then draw your knee in. You're gonna kick it underneath to the left. So you're on the outer edge of your right foot, and then shimmy the left foot back and lower yourself down onto your outer right hip. So the right leg is kicking out. Let's flip around so you see what I mean here. The right leg is kicking out to the side, right? And we're just gonna hang there for a second. Okay? I'm gonna play, roll around the mat while you guys play. I love this pose. Press into your right heel, lengthen your spine, and see if you can start to kind of shuffle yourself over a little bit to the right. And then maybe that left hand's gonna walk away, and let the left side of your body slowly start to drop toward the floor. Okay, slide your left hand underneath. Now we're gonna do some rolling. Take your right arm, you're gonna slide it through, so you come onto the right shoulder, and then bend your left knee. You're gonna swing yourself around onto your back, so your right leg is straight up in the air. And hopefully you have a strap nearby. You're gonna take that over the ball of your foot. Give yourself enough strap so your arms can be straight, but also that your shoulders can relax into the floor. If your hamstrings are super tight and you need a lot of strap, then take a lot of strap. Can start to extend that left leg out if you'd like. Take a moment here. Keep pressing gently through the ball of that right foot as you draw the pinky toe edge back toward your nose. And then both straps into your right hand, anchor down through this left side. You can take your left arm out to the side if you want. And as you stretch out and over to the right, feel that right side sitting bone curl underneath you just a bit, so your hip doesn't hike up toward your ear. And breathe. Inhale up through the middle. You're just gonna switch. Straps to the left hand, right thumb to that right hip crease, and cross your leg over to the left like 3 or 4 inches until you start feeling some goodness in the outer edge of your leg. Maybe it's still hamstring. It's all okay. Take a breath there. And then you're gonna let this leg drop all the way over to the side. And it can rest on the floor or on a block or on a pillow. Take your right hand back into your hip crease. You're gonna press that away and then start to curl your right shoulder toward the floor. It may come, it may not. Saucy. Keep breathing here. And then back up through the middle. You can bend this knee if you want to. And cross your right ankle on the top of your left thigh. And just use the strength of the left leg to draw this leg in for a second. No hands required. That's it. And then from here, gonna pull both knees in. Start to roll forward and back. Flip it over. Downward facing dog to the back of the mat. It's okay. We can do this. Take your left leg, lift it up, straight back, and then knee in, kick it over to the left, or over to the right. Okay, and then shimmy that right leg back, come onto the outer edge of your left hip. Inhale, lengthen up, and same deal, you're gonna come out and over, chest squarish to the short end of your mat for a little dying warrior. Keep the left foot flexed, Keep pushing a little bit through that heel. And then you can start to inch your elbows over to the left a little bit if you'd like. And maybe walk that right hand a little farther away. Start to soften that right side body toward the floor. I'm whispering because it's hard to breathe now. Okay, and then take your arms back underneath you. And now your left arm, just gonna glide through toward that left leg, bend your right knee, and you're gonna spin again onto your back. Hopefully that strap is nearby. And you're gonna take that strap over the ball of your left foot. One strap in each hand, relax your shoulders. Press into the ball of your foot, pinky toe edge is gonna work back toward you, and just breathe here. You can always keep this right knee bent, or for a little more juice, you can kind of stretch it out and then flex the right leg and just make it active. Not so it's like ramrod straight, but so it's, you know, not chilling. Okay, and then both straps into your left hand. Really root down through this right side, open out over to the left. And then inhale, come on back up. Both straps to the right hand, left thumb into your hip crease, and just take the leg over a little bit. It doesn't have to go far. And hopefully you start to feel the shift to the outer edge of your leg. If it's still hamstring, then don't worry about it. Just try to breathe and work with the stretch. And let that leg fall all the way over to the right. Again, resting on whatever you have that feels more comfortable. And you're gonna take that thumb into your hip crease again. And roll it away, right? Drop your head, start to spin your chest to the left. And again, maybe that left shoulder hits the floor. Maybe it's nowhere near it. It is what it is. Just take a minute and try to enjoy. All right. And then back up through the middle, bending your knee if you'd like. You're gonna roll onto your back. You can get rid of the strap now. Cross that left ankle over the top of your right thigh and just use the strength of your right leg to pull that foot in, actively working your left knee away as you flex that left foot. And then you're gonna pull both knees in, take them wide, and find a happy baby. And then draw your knees in. And if you have the time here to lay out and find some rest in your Shavasana, then please, you can shut me off now, go for your Shavasana and give yourself the rest you need. Otherwise, you're gonna roll gently to one side and come on up, take a seat. Feel your shoulders start to relax. If you wanna find something to sit on for a moment, you can. Let your eyes slide closed and breathe. And bring your palms together into Anjali Mudra and let the corners of your mouth lift. And then bow your head and honor your legs today for all the carrying, all the running, all the hopping, all the skipping and the jumping that they do for you. And honor this time that you have on your mat with those precious legs of yours. Thanks for practicing with me today. I look forward to doing it again soon. As always, please like, share, comment, of course, subscribe, and check out some of my other videos up top. Have a good one.